Hi, folks. I found the second part, or third part in some cases.
Yeah, last week
About what in particular?
about things that he says that you told him in that hotel room last week. Uh,
Specifically.
About some of the sexual things.
See, that's what I'm saying. The twisting. No, I didn't say anything like intercourse or this and that.
but
Like,
no, I don't necessarily think he didn't get into specifics like that either. But he did mention that your mom wanted you to play the role of husband in the house.
yeah,
as
pretty
well.
much. It basically felt like that. Like, make sure to cook, or oh, you didn't make me any food, you didn't do this and that. It's just like I just want to provide for myself. I don't want to keep providing for my mom. I just treat it like a roommate towards the end. Like I'm tired of being your son. I just want to be your roommate. I just want to live my life. Give me my check instead of dollars for 12-hour shifts 7 days a week at night. Like I just want to live.
She would make you go to work with her, is that?
Yes, ma'am.
And then we don't want to twist your words. We want to say it from your perspective, and we want to make
Yes,
sure we get this right. So I know she had you play the role of a father, but as far as sexual assault or something of that nature, did she ever force? You don't have to go into
No,
detail, but
she didn't force herself on me or anything like that. Like it wouldn't be anything like I would have to go get a rape kit or go file a police report. It would
Okay.
never be anything like that. Just stuff that really made me uncomfortable, and I didn't have any references or other people to bounce off of to understand that, like, if it's a healthy thing that she does or not. Maybe it's just me not understanding how people work because she's the only person I understand. But
Would you say that you and your mom have a normal son mother relationship?
I mean, not after all of that. Not after everything she did. And to be honest, I don't want one with her.
when you finally left a few weeks ago, when you were found at the church, what happened? Did you just finally have enough?
Yeah, I just been walking. I just wanted to get away. I didn't care if I had a car or money or anything. I don't care about money. I don't care about a car. I don't care about anything. Just happiness and love.
Were you were how did you end up at the church? Did you just have nowhere to go?
I just kept walking around. I just kept trying to find back home, something that felt familiar. And the only thing that felt familiar was this side of town. I grew up over there by Austin and Humble and Jackson and all that, Humble, Jackson and or Austin and, just that general area by the freeway, So I kind of got a general sense of where I was going, but I just couldn't find something to be happy at. Just I found a church and I rolled with being at a church.
Are you still talking
Churches
with
are
your mom?
safe. No, I don't want any contact with her, but she keeps trying to come around.
If she sees this story, what would you tell her?
Just leave me alone. Just let me live my life. Just want to be happy, and I'm happy now. And I'm working on it.
Rudy,
Working on being happy.
what would you say to people that think that somehow, now that you're an adult, that you were in on this? What would you say to those people that don't understand Stockholm?
It's very much a real thing. And it's a struggle when you're the only one that understands it. It's even worse when everybody wants to assume the worst rather than understand and communicate genuinely and honestly, because there's just too much confusion in this world.
How are you feeling now? Is there relief? How?
Yeah, very much. A lot of relief. It just feels like I'm just at peace now. It just feels happy.
And how have police been handling this? Do you think? What have they been saying to you, and what's it been like?
I mean, they're trying the best that they can and giving me space that they can, but it just it's a struggle still. I'm just slowly trying to take it one day at a time. It's just a lot to it overwhelms me very much.
Given everything that you've been through and with your mom, I mean, do you think there's something that police should know about?
Just that there's a lot of corruption, and it's literally through the colors. Like I said, I'm not saying, oh, there's corrupt cops and this and that. Literally, it's a corruption of the mind. It's through nanobots and it's through like the flu vaccines and everything. That's why people have that first memory of waking up and being alive whenever they're a kid. It's like like I said, literally corruption, like the colors. I'm not talking about the skin tones. I literally mean actual colors. Whenever you look at them, they influence the direction you go. And online, the media, like the computers and the people we talk to, it's all connected in a sense. That's why it just confuses us. Whenever we look at white things, we get distracted and stuff. And we look at the reds and we remind us that it's love, but they kind of influence us to assume, like through bad stuff online. They're like, oh, red's bad, it's evil, it's a devil. It's like, it's not all that.
For 8 years, you haven't really been able to speak to anyone besides some neighbors, your mom, going to work. Sometimes your communication seems like it's been very little. Do you think that's impacted you throughout the years, as not
Yes.
being able to really have real relationships with people?
Exactly. I wasn't able to understand like how people thought or acted, like I would try to introduce myself, say hello to people online or this and that. And every time it just seemed like, just completely get shot down by people, and I'm just trying to make friends or socialize, and it's just like I don't understand how to talk to people sometimes. It feels like I'm speaking a completely different language than them, and I just don't understand sometimes.
Would you call yourself a victim?
Yes, heavily.
I'm almost done, personally. I don't know about you guys,
Yeah.
but for the longest time, you've stayed hidden. You haven't been able to say who you are. Is it nice? I mean, you can say who you are now. You can be your own self and do your own life.
Yes, sir.
What are you hoping?
Just a job, get my own money, and help out my communities, help out my people, and help out other kids like me. Because I don't want this to happen to other people, because I'm sure it happens to a lot of people. A lot of abuse and just neglect and just harmful ways of parenting that shouldn't be out there. There's just so many negative ways that kids are just getting abused, and they don't understand or realize that there's no help for them.
Another question we have for you is, so it's totally up to you or not. At first, we weren't going to because of the sexual assault aspect, but we want to put the record straight that you said that part's not true.
Yes,
Do you
ma'am.
want to show your face, or you don't want to show your face?
I'm not a big fan of showing my face, especially with a lot of people already knowing what I look like.
Oh,
It
yeah.
just makes it
Yeah.
even worse.
I just want to make sure.
Yes, ma'am.
Don't
And-
worry, Rudy, we got you.
Anything we didn't ask that you think is important that you want us to mention, because we were here to finally tell your story. Anything that we didn't ask that you want to make sure people know about?
Just all I can say is just spread positivity and love.
The people that you're with, a lot of people are coming down hard on Nikki and the people
They
you're
don't
with.
deserve it. They
Okay.
don't. They really don't. They helped me so much, and they've given me a place to stay and the family, in a sense. It makes me happy.
Yep.
It really does. I never had, a lot of people to talk with or socialize with, and it just makes me happy knowing that I have people here that I can trust and that can take care of me and that understand that, sometimes people struggle.
So you consider yourself safe, out of harm, all that, right? Like you're with.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I'm happy here. I'm very happy here, and they're very good people. They don't deserve any negativity towards them or hatred. They should have a lot of help and support and guidance and just prayers and positivity. Just everything that anybody would need to be happy in life. Just
And your mom, when she comes by, do you feel like you are being like kept away from her when she comes and stops by or tries to talk to you?
I
or-
just don't want her here because I know the way she acts, it influences everybody around me. It's not just me. It's like she sends that negativity towards me, and then I send it back out towards everybody else, and I don't want that.
I know Grizzy was mentioning that you might have had like someone from your high school reach out, and you've had a lot of attention
couple
from
people,
this a girl.
Yeah. You got some classmates, man. When you were going to college, to Catholic school, you got some classmates reaching out, which I told you about. Any messages to all the people that know you from before all this went down, that love you, that say they're here for you?
Just thank you very much for reaching out. And when I'm ready, I'll be able to reach out to the people I care about and love. And
Are you surprised by all this attention? I mean, it's been on the news across the world.
I wasn't expecting that much attention, to be honest. I didn't realize that it was happening so big, just growing so much.
Are you going to take, I know police mentioned that there were some resources. Are you plans to talk to anybody that they put you in touch with?
At some point. It's just right now, I just rather do it by myself, just try to learn to understand how to live and be a normal person,
Have you
how to
gotten an
grow and be nice.
Have you gotten an attorney,
I don't, I don't know. I don't think so.
lawyer? No.
No, sir. I don't, nothing I'm aware of.
And then, have you talked to Quanell since you saw him at the hotel?
No.
No.
No, sir.
You guys have anything else? Anything else you want to add, Rudy?
Just spread some positivity.
Well, thank-
Spread wildflower, not wildfire, because we need more colors and beauty in this world. We don't need any more hatred or burning things down. We need to just stop, trying to disassemble everything and just take out the bolts and the screws and try to clean things, instead of looking at everything so negatively. Just look at all the positivity in the world. Focus on the positivity, because every time you focus on the negativity, it just creates more negativity around you and your communities.
Well, that was interesting. I have mixed feelings, and important to remember as well that Rudy, I think, has not talked to very many people, but some interesting things. Let me know what you think. Good luck. God bless.